So let's talk about now the kinds of chocolate. The first one is we have the raw chocolate. Raw chocolate is a chocolate that has not been processed, heated, or mixed with other ingredients. It is sold in chocolate growing countries and to a lesser extent in other countries. It is often promoted as being healthy. So raw chocolate means this is a kind of chocolate in which it is freshly made from a cocoa beans. Ibig sabihin po, ito po yung mga chocolate na hindi pa po nakakadaan sa anumang proseso and also hindi pa po siya nahahaluan ng iba't ibang ingredients such as sugar. So yung lasa po ng raw chocolate kapag po is kinain nyo is basically mapait po siya kasi nga po wala pa po siyang naidadagdag na ingredients, wala pa pong naihahalong ingredients dito po sa type of chocolate na to. And also sinasabi po na it is a healthy chocolate. Why? Because wala pa nga po mga preservative na idinadagdag kaya po napaka-healthy po ng raw chocolate na to. So next is dark chocolate. So dark chocolate, also known as plain chocolate, is produced using a higher percentage of cocoa with all fat content coming from cocoa butter instead of milk. But there are also dark milk chocolates and many degrees of hybrids. Dark chocolate can be eaten as is or used in cooking, for which thicker baking bars usually with high cocoa percentage ranging from 70% to 100% are sold. Many brands display the cocoa percentage on their packaging. So basically, dark chocolate means ito po yung chocolate kung saan yung percentage po ng cocoa beans is much more higher compared dun po sa mga ibang ingredients such as sugar. So instead of milk, yung ginagamit po natin ingredients sa paggagawa po ng dark chocolate is yung cocoa butter. And also, sinasabi po na yung dark chocolate is also a healthy because nakakatulong po siya to improve our health, physical health, and also nakakatulong din po siya to lower the risk of heart disease. So, yung dark chocolate po is pwede na po natin siyang kainin agad or pwede naman din po natin siyang gamitin as an ingredient like in baking. So, ginagamit po natin yung dark chocolate as an ingredient in baking. Next is milk chocolate. So, milk chocolate is solid chocolate made with milk added in the form of powdered milk, liquid milk, or condensed milk. The first known variation was developed by Jordan and Timmy used in 1839 with donkey milk. In 1875, a Swiss confectioner Daniel Peter developed a solid milk chocolate using condensed milk, which had been invented by Henry Nestle, Peter's neighbor in Vevey. So basically, milk chocolate means ito po yung chocolate na meron na po tayong dinadagdag na ingredients such as powdered milk, liquid milk, or condensed milk. So basically, hindi na po siya mapait. So yung lasa po niya is more sweeter than dark chocolate. So yung milk chocolate, sinasabi niyo po na mas softer siya or mas malambot po siya. Yung texture niyo po is mas malambot po and mas nagme-melt po siya ng madali compare po dun sa mga darker chocolate because meron na nga po tayo ditong added dairy products na nakakatulong po para po mag-melt ng quick or mag-melt po ng agad-agad yung chocolate po na kinakain po natin.
We have white chocolate. White chocolate is made from sugar, milk, cocoa butter without the cocoa solids. It is pale, ivory colored, and lacks many of the compounds found in milk and dark chocolate. So, dito po sa white chocolate is made nga po to ng sugar, milk, and cocoa butter without solid cocoa. So, dito po, kadalasan pong ginagamit po ito, yung white chocolate from decoration lang po. Because it's create contrast with the darker chocolate. So, nagbibigay po ito ng magandang eye pleasing po sa mga baked goods po natin kaysa po sa dark chocolate. And it also use an addition in many cookies and other baked goods such as with croissant, score, and more. So, dito po, yung white chocolate po is pwede po nating ihalo po sa ating mga nilulutong baked goods para po mag-create po ng additional flavor po sa ating pong mga baked goods. Baking chocolate. Baking chocolate or cooking chocolate is a chocolate invented to use for baking and in sweet good. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate are produced and marketed as baking chocolate. However, lower quality baking chocolate may not be as flavorful compared to the highest quality chocolate and may have a different mouthfeel. So, yung baking chocolate po, ito po yung mga dark chocolate or milk chocolate or white chocolate po na ginagamit natin na pwede po natin ipa-flavor or pang-pasweet po sa ating mga baked goods po. And yung baking chocolate is used primarily as an ingredient in recipes such as brownies, cake, and frosting. So, ginagamit po yung baking chocolate for the recipe of the baked goods like nga po yung mga brownies nga po and yung for cakes po natin and frosting. While the rest from a baking chocolate has no sugar added to it. So, bawal po yung lagyan ng sugar kasi po mas titigas po yung ating mga chocolate kapag po inad pa po natin ng sugar po. The major chocolate brand present in baking scale of most supermarket often several sweetness version to choose from. So, dito po sa baking chocolate is napakadami nga po na pwede po nating bilhin or branded po na mga chocolate na ating pwedeng i-use po for baking goods po. Next, we have modeling chocolate. Modeling chocolate is a chocolate paste made by melting chocolate and combining it with corn syrup, glucose syrup, and golden syrup. It is a primarily used by bake maker and pastry to add decoration to cake and pastry. So, ito pong tinatawag po nating modeling chocolate. Ito po yung pang-decor po natin na chocolate na kadalasan po is minimelt po natin for decoration for cake or for our pastry or baked goods po na ginagamit po natin. Ito po yung nilalagyan po ng corn syrup or kaya golden syrup or para po pang-design natin for our baked goods. Next, we have organic chocolate. Organic chocolate is a chocolate which has been certified organic, generally meaning that there are no chemical fertilizer or pesticide used in growing the cocoa beans producing the chocolate. As of 2016, it was a growing sector in the global chocolate industry. Organic chocolate is a socially desirable product for some customers. Many producers of organic chocolate source their ingredients from certified fair trade cocoa farm and cooperatives. So, dito naman po sa ating organic chocolate is organic nga po yung chocolate na kinukuhanan po natin or wala pong chemical or fertilizer na ginamit for cocoa bean po na pinoproduce ng isang chocolate. And based on my research, yung may benefits daw po yung ating mga organic chocolate which kakaroon daw po tayo dito na ang nutrition or nutritious, nakakuha po tayo ng nutritious dito sa ating organic chocolate and may improve blood flow po natin. So, nakaka-improve daw po ito ng blood flow po and may reduce the heart disease daw po. And ito nga po is nakakaganda din po daw po ng ating mga skin and nag-i-improve daw po ng ating brain function po.
Compound chocolate. Compound chocolate is the name of confection combining cocoa with other vegetable fats, usually tropical fats and hydrogenated fats as a replacement for cocoa butter. It's often used for candy bar coating. In many countries, it's not legally being called chocolate. Yung compound chocolate po, ito yung serve as a purpose and it is cheaper but not used to bake brownies or chocolate. Converter chocolate. Converter chocolate is a class of high-quality chocolate contain a higher percentage of cocoa butter than other chocolate which is precise tempered. Converter chocolate is a use of professional for dipping, coating, molding, and garnishing. Means covering in French. Popular brands of converted chocolate used by pastry chefs include Balharda, Little, Sporglet, Scarfenberger, Calivot, and Coltart. Couverture chocolate is formatted to contain a high percentage of cocoa butter so that it melts and for more smoothly. Chocolate professional use it of dipping and coating toppers, molding chocolate and for garnish. Converger chocolate can work well as baking too. Rabbit chocolate. Rabbit chocolate is a type of chocolate created by Barry Callebaut, a Belgian Swiss company. The variety was developed from 2004 and was released to the public in 2017. The chocolate type is made from the Ravi cocoa bean, resulting in a distinct red color and a different flavor described as sweet yet sour. Yung Rodi chocolate po, ito yung Rodi fruitiness and slightly sour profile unlock creative ideas for confectionery, cakes, pastry, biscuits, and many more. And which is all around Rodi chocolate, ito po yung perfect for a wide range of technology ranging from confectionery molding and enraving to pastry mouses.
Here are the best way to melt chocolates.
Melting on the stove top. So melting chocolate on the stove top is the preferred method because you can observe the progress at all times. Using a double boiler gives you maximum control over the heating process. The steam of the barely shimmering water gently melts the chocolate so that it doesn't have a chance to burn. So, in melting po ng chocolate, one of the method po na pwede po natin gamitin is yung pag-melt po sa stove top. So, karaniwan po, ito po yung mas prepared na method po kasi po dito ma-observe po natin yung progress po nung atin pong pag-melt po, and dahil nga po ito po is double boiler po, is nakokontrol din po natin yung heating process po kung saan yung steam po ng ating pong sinishimmer na water po is yun po yung unti-unti po magtutunaw sa ating mga chocolate, kaya po hindi po to magkakaroon ng chance para masunog. Create a double boiler by bringing a medium pot filled with about an inch of water to a shimmer. So turn the heat to as low as it will go. Then place a heat-proof bowl, preferably stainless steel, that's just big enough to sit on the top of the pot. So add your chocolate chips or chopped chocolate bar to the bowl and slowly stir the chocolate with a rubber spatula until silky smooth. So, dito naman po ay ito naman po yung method po ng pag-melt po natin ng ating pong chocolate sa stove top po. So, dito po kakailanganin po natin ng double boiler po. So, kailangan po natin ng medium pot po and lalagyan po natin to ng an inch of water po, at yung water po na to para po siya mag-shimmer. So, ang ating pong heat po dito is low heat lang po siya. Then, magpi-place pa po tayo dito ng heat-proof bowl po, or yung mas maganda po is yung stainless steel po para po magkakasya po to doon sa unang medium pot po natin na nilagay. Then after po medyo nagsishimmer na po yung water, is pwede na po nating i-add po yung ating pong chocolate chips or yung ating pong ginayat-gayat na chocolate, and i-stir lang po natin siya using the spatula hanggang maging smooth po or ma-melt po yung ating pong chocolate. So, pro tip in melting the chocolate on the stove top. So, after removing your bowl from the double boiler, immediately take a towel and wipe the bottom completely dry. So, you don't want to risk any water finding its way to your bowl. So, water is chocolate worst enemy and will cause it to surge, so you want to avoid water touching it at all cost. So, one of the tips po kapag po tayo is nagme-melt po ng chocolate in this stove top is kapag po medyo cold na po siya or malamig na po yung ating pong melt na chocolate, is tatanggalin na po natin yung bowl po. And make sure po natin na meron na po tayong nakahandang towel para po ma-wipe po natin yung bottom po nito, and dahil nga po dun sa water po na nag-shimmer, ma-wipe po natin natin to or mapupunasan po natin para po siya is mag-dry. So, ang kahalagahan po nito is yung water po, hindi po siya makakapasok po dun po sa ating bowl. So, importante po yun dahil ang water nga daw po is the chocolate worst enemy. At hindi po natin gustong mangyari yun. So, ang tip na lang po dito is punasan po kagad natin kapag hinango po natin yung ating pong melted chocolate.
Melting in the microwave. Melting in the microwave may be the faster of the two methods, but it is still important to watch it carefully. Uneven heating inside a closed box means you will have to be extra attentive and patient throughout the entire process to prevent accidental scorching. So it is just like what we have read about this melting in the microwave. It is much easier than melting on the top of the stove top. So mas madali po siya, more easier, much faster. But sabi dito, we should take note that we should watch it carefully kasi maaari pong masunog kung hindi po natin babantayan. And of course, dahil sobrang init po ng pressure sa loob ng microwave, kailangan din po ay mag-ingat din po tayo. So, kailangan ay kung gagamit po tayo ng mga tools, make sure po natin na meron po tayong ginagamit to cover up our hands, para po maiwasan po natin yung sinasabi dito to prevent accidental scorching or yung pagkapaso po na commonly na-encounter po natin pag tayo po ay nagbe-bake. So, in this slide naman, it will show or it will help us the procedure kung paano po yung gagawin natin. Once we are planning to melt the chocolate in our microwave. Place your chocolate in a heat-proof bowl and only microwave for about 30 seconds at a time. Of course, when we are baking, we should use those tools and equipment that is heat-proof. Baka po kasi kapag hindi po heat-proof po yung ginagamit natin, maaari po itong mabasag kung ito po ay babasagin o masunog po. So, we should make sure na ito pong ginagamit natin ay mga heat-proof. Depending on how much chocolate you're melting, it may take 2 to 4 minutes total. Once the chocolate is looking almost completely melted with just a few lumps, resist the urge to microwave it until completely liquid. Just stir the hot chocolate mixture until it is smooth and homogeneous. Letting the carryover heat redistribute itself through the stirring action will help you to avoid overcooking and burning the whole batch. So it is really important to look out and to patiently wait while you are melting those chocolate. And kailangan hindi po talaga siya maiwan natin para hindi po siya masunog. Hindi po magkaroon ng sinasabi dito ng overcooking and burning. So it is really important to be responsible and wait patiently while we are melting this kind of chocolates. And also, let's take note that it depends po dun sa chocolate that we are using or we are melting. So it take 2 to 4 minutes total. Depende po yun sa chocolate na gagamitin nyo. Hindi po pwedeng parehas po ng minutes yun kasi magkakaiba naman po yun ng texture, magkakaiba po ng kapal, nipes po ng chocolate. And syempre yung mga ginamit po dun, depende po kung ma-melt po siya agad-agad. Hindi po porket for example, ang milk chocolate ay na-melt po siya within 2 minutes. Ibig sabihin po, the compound chocolate is same time din po siya magme-melt. So it depend po. And now, if you want to melt your chocolate more smoothly and perfectly consistency for dipping, of course, just like what we have in this PowerPoint presentation, we should add tablespoon of coconut oil or vegetable oil while microwaving. Sabi kasi dito, it can help po kung gusto nating ma-achieve yung smoothly and perfect consistency. But the caveat here is that once cool, the chocolate won't set up quite as hard as it did to begin with due to the added fat content. However, if you use coconut oil placing with chocolate dip creations in the fridge will help them solidify better. So of course, when we are adding or making something, hindi na po siya maibabalik na tulad ng dati. Hindi na po siya mababalik pa tulad ng dati dahil po meron na po tayong mga dinagdag na iba't ibang ingredients. So once na nagalaw po natin siya, hindi na po siya tulad ng dati or yung bago po natin gawin yung process na yon, yung dating texture is hindi na po natin siya mamimit ulit. So, that's all for today. Thank you, classmates, for listening, and thank you, Mrs. Ilagan.